Hello, I'm Ren, X-Plane Content X, or Connor, and welcome back to Paintober. This is day 12. We have some Valkyries that we're painting up today. This one, I actually was painting the wings on, so you're going to see some of the cool stuff I did with that, which is stuff I've never been able to manage ever when painting, so this one kind of looked pretty neat whenever I was doing it. I'm excited to show them off. Today, I painted some more stuff that you will see later in the week, which is some. I'm not going to spoil it. I was going to say something, but I'm just going to hold it in. I'm going to keep it tight to my chest. I don't know why I decided to do blue for the wings, but I did. This is I think a base coat of Cantor, I believe is what it's called. But I've recently come into absolutely love that paint. I really do love that. I think this is Calidor Sky afterwards. Basically, the whole point is I'm just going to transition through the wings as I paint through it. And it's going to look pretty freaking neat by the end of it because it just adds a whole bunch to it. And this doesn't even look that bad right now. Just with those two colors, just add a little bit of highlight and it'd probably look pretty good, all things considered. But I did not do that. I just decided to go more than ham sandwich, which was maybe not the best idea. But hey, sometimes you just gotta, you paint some, you lose some or something. I don't know, but it doesn't look half bad. It does not look half bad. Just going back through it again, making sure those base coats are nice and primed. I forget what this one is, but it might be Celestra Gray. I might have to look at my paint pots for that. I hate to do this every time during a video because sometimes I don't know what the hell it is I'm painting with. Lothern Blue, I think is what that is. But I do like that one. Lothern Blue is a pretty neat one to be painting with. It's a very nice. It's not sky because sky is deep blue, but it's very similar to. Oh, no, it's going to blank on me really hard there. It's basically a cyan, right? It's kind of what it looks like to me, at least, but it is a little bit more of a lighter blue than cyan is. But yeah, I mean it looks pretty good. It adds a nice little third layer onto the wings there, making it to where they really pop as they go out. See, what I should have done is on the inside of the wings, just put it that flat blue and done a highlight with Calidor after I shaded it. And then the outside wings will really kind of pop more, but I don't know. I decided to do it the whole way through, I guess. I did have a small reference on a monitor I was checking every now and again, but they used non-metal metallic style painting for the wings, so their wings turned out really crazy. I have a love-hate relationship with seeing people paint non-metal metallics. It's very like comic book to me, kind of similar to Borderlands cell shading, and I don't know how much I care to learn it. It would be cool to learn it because then, if I ever had a character who had that style of making, bam, it'd be cool and neat, but I just haven't gotten to the point where I want to do that. Maybe I'm just too spoiled. I'm just too spoiled with these little metallics that I've got that I just won't change it out at all. I'm just finishing up those lines with that Lothern Blue, trying to get those edges really nice and converted here. I do go back through a whole bunch of this with another batch of Calidor Sky, basically just to blend everything in nicely again. All around, it's not bad. I think in total this recording was maybe about 3 hours. So pretty much an hour per Valkyrie, so that was interesting to have to deal with because it just seems like such a minute part, but because of how large the wings are, I guess it's like in my head it was such an important thing. And originally I was going to do this like I would do a plasma gun, but I didn't do that, and I'm kind of sad I didn't do that because I feel like that would have been pretty freaking neat. But that's okay. That's okay, because I've kept this in because of how nice these freaking lines were. They were so good. Those creamy lines. That was awful. But just really nice, like actual brushwork. I need to practice more with my brushwork. I definitely need to practice getting a better freaking camera angle. Oh my god, dude. I can't tell you how many times I actually just show my knuckles instead of the actual miniature. In total, I probably would have had maybe a 17-minute video if it wasn't just full knuckles 24/7. But that is, I don't know, that was the way for me to brace my hands so that way it wouldn't be too much of a hazard or a hassle really for me. And I do go back and forth a lot on these miniatures in total because I don't know, there's just so much that I want to go and see and figure out what the best thing is for them, but I just can't. Maybe because there's just so many pieces onto them that I'm freaking out, you know? Every time I'm like, oh god, look at all these lines I have to do, all these things I have to paint. I messed up that line. That was a really sad thing to learn. All because my hand did a little skirt and painted it where it wasn't supposed to be painted, but it's fine. Nothing a little bit of backtracking can't fix. No, all around they do look nice. I forget what the bird is called that these kind of remind me of. Just that really nice. It's the bird from Rio. Oh, that's a pull from out of nowhere, dude. I'll reference Rio here. I just really like how that blue looks, I think. That blue transitional stuff. Recently, I painted one of my Space Marines, which are technically proxies, but I'm painting them the same way I have my army, so they're just my guys, but different body stuff, which is totally fine. It just looks different. On a tabletop, they're all painted the same. Doesn't really matter. But I've base coated my minis with Cantor Blue. Used to be McCrag, but it's now Cantor. I think all the new ones are going to be Cantor, but all the old ones are going to be McCrag. I just love how that paint turns out. That is such a nice, like, deep navy blue that every time I see it, I'm like, oh, sweat just pooling down my face. I'm so excited for it. But that's a tale for when I actually have that miniature being painted for Paintober. Because I think it'll reach Paintober. And we still gotta. Hold on, let me check my watch here. Oh my god, we're not even halfway. Oh no. Here's the finished products. We have some wingies. If I will actually show them off, that'd be pretty neat. I'm mainly inspecting them for myself because I can't figure out if I like it or not. But all around, it sets them apart from the other army, and whenever they're placed on their bases, it's going to make them stand out even more. And I don't know. I liked how that one especially, that one turns out really nice. But yeah, all in all, it was not a bad venture. It definitely was a little bit of a pain, and I still have 2 more I have to paint for the Valkyries, but overall, it's not too bad. This one, oh man, that one's beautiful. I love that so much. I have them right here, right next to me. But I don't know, on camera it just looks a lot nicer than with my own eyeballs, but I mean, hey, everybody has weird eyeballs. Okay, I've been Ren X-Wing Carded X or Connor. I will see you in whatever is next. I believe it's going to be another Paintober. Let's see, Sunday? Yeah. And then Monday we'll have one more 9 Souls, so I'll see you. Take care.